am Dr. Kartika, Assistant Professor from the Department of Home Science, Fatima College, Madurai. Today, we are going to see about the topic proteins. Proteins are the macronutrient which is essential for the body, and it's also called as the building blocks of life. In the protein, we are going to see about the definition of protein, functions, sources, deficiency diseases, and recommended dietary allowances prescribed by ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research. Coming to the definition of protein, proteins are complex, high molecular weight macromolecules made up of amino acids linked by peptide bonds. They are essential biomolecules found in every living cell. There are more than 20 amino acids are there, out of which 9 are essential amino acids. And these 9 essential amino acids should be supplied only through the diet. And these amino acids are linked by the peptide bonds, and 1 gram of protein is consumed, it will provide 4 kilocalories of energy. Next, coming to the nutrition classification of proteins, complete protein, partially incomplete protein, incomplete proteins, and complementary proteins. These are classified based on the amino acids, essential amino acids which is present in it. Example, we can start with the complete proteins. Complete proteins are the foods which contain all essential, that is 9 essential amino acids in required proportion. That is called as the complete protein. So it provides us the excellent digestibility and absorption. It supports the growth, repair and immunity. And the examples for the complete proteins are egg, meat, fish, dairy, soy, quinoa, etc. And we can see what is partially incomplete protein. All essential amino acids are present but in insufficient amount. That is called as the partially incomplete protein, which will gives you the medium biological value. It sustains life but cannot support normal growth. And the quality of the protein is between the complete protein and the incomplete protein. Example for this partially incomplete protein are wheat, rye, barley and corn. Next one is the incomplete protein. So incomplete proteins are proteins which is lack in one or more essential amino acids entirely. So it provides a low biological value. It also lowers the digestibility than animal proteins. And if we consume these things, it should be best when it's combined with other protein sources because it is lacking in one or more essential amino acids. So examples for this are zein, legumes, nuts, seeds and vegetables. Next comes to the complementary protein. These complementary proteins are nothing. Two incomplete protein together provides all essential amino acids. Example, we can take cereals are rich in methionine and pulses are rich in lysine. Whereas cereals are lacking in lysine and pulses are lacking in methionine. So if we combine these two, definitely we will get all the amino acids in required quantity. That is called as the complementary protein. So it must be consumed throughout the diet. And examples for this complementary proteins are rice along with beans or bread along with peanut butter. All these are some of the examples. Next, coming to the functions of protein. So the main functions are structural component. There's proteins like collagen, keratin, elastin forms the skin, hair, nails, tendons and connective tissues. And next one is the immunity function. All the antibodies are proteins. It protects against the pathogens and the infections. The hormonal, it is also essential for hormonal balance, that is insulin, glucagon, growth hormone which regulates the metabolism and body functions. Next, coming to the protein is essential for the enzymatic function, that is enzymes like amylase, pepsin which catalyze the biochemical reactions in the body. Next, coming to the protein is essential for the transport, that is hemoglobin which carries the oxygen and where that globin is the protein part. Albumin which transport the hormones and fatty acids, and that's albumin is a protein. So this is essential for the transport of all these things. And this protein, if you consume 1 gram of protein, it will provide 4 kilocalorie of energy. And this is used as an energy source whenever the carbohydrate and fats are insufficient. The other functions of protein are, it is essential for the fluid balance, that is serum proteins usually maintain oncotic pressure and regulate the fluid between the compartments. So it's essential for the fluid balance. It is also essential for the acid-base balance. Blood proteins act as buffers to maintain the pH homeostasis in the body. And actin and myosin are the proteins which helps or enables movement and cardiac function. So it is essential for the muscle contraction. And this protein is also essential for the cell signaling. Receptor proteins on cell membranes receive and transmit hormonal and neural signals. And it's also essential for DNA replication. Histone proteins help to package DNA, polymerases, aids in gene expression and repair. Some of the food sources of protein. And already in the classification itself, we have seen all these are the complete proteins, that is animal sources like egg, chicken, fish, milk, paneer. All those comes under the complete protein. And if you see the plant sources, it either comes under the partially incomplete or incomplete protein. Example, soybean, lentils, chickpeas, peanuts, quinoa. Next, coming to the protein deficiency diseases. The main protein deficiency disease is protein energy malnutrition, which is a leading nutritional deficiency in the developing nations, primarily which affects the children under the age of 5 years. First one is the kwashiorkor. Adequate calories but deficit in the protein, and it typically affects the children of age group of 1 to 3 years. And edema, that is swelling, especially happens in the abdomen and legs. And enlarged or fatty liver may happen. That fatty liver is otherwise called as the hepatomegaly. And depigmentation of skin and hair occurs. Apathy, irritability and growth retardation happens. Moon phase is also there, that is the puffiness in the face. And serum albumin levels drastically gets reduced. These are all the things which happens during the kwashiorkor. And let's see the marasmus. So the deficiency of both protein and calories. And it's common in infants under 1 year old. And severe muscle wasting will be there. Extreme emaciation takes place, that is skins and the bone muscles gets loosened, or its muscle wasting will be there. And but here no edema will be there. And wrinkled or loosened skin, old man appearance will be there. And mental retardation happens if untreated early. And persistent hunger will be there. Weakness, stunted growth, all these some of the symptoms happens in the marasmus. Next, the effects of protein deficiency. So if the protein deficiency occurs, what happens to all these systems? First, we will take the immune system. So increased susceptibility to infections, impaired wound healing, reduced antibody production. Next, coming to the muscles and skeleton, if protein deficiency occurs, sarcopenia, that is nothing but the muscle loss takes place, weakness, delayed growth, fracture risk due to reduced bone matrix because of the protein deficiency. And dry, flaky skins will be there, brittle nails, hair discoloration, and sometimes hair loss occurs due to, and that condition is called as the alopecia. And coming to the liver and the metabolism, the fatty livers occurs due to lack of carrier proteins. Hypoalbuminemia occurs, that is nothing but the low level of albumin in the blood. Impaired lipid transport also occurs. And the mental and cognitive function, impaired cognitive development in children, apathy, poor concentration and depression. And this is the recommended dietary allowances for protein given by the ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research 2020 guidelines. And if you see this usually the protein requirement depends upon the age, sex and the occupation, what they are doing, and any special condition like pregnancy, lactation. So if you see that the infant's requirement is 7 gram per day, that is 0 to 6 months. If they are in the 6 to 12 months, then 10 grams per day is required. If they are adolescent stage, 32 grams for men or boys, 30 grams for girls. And if they are adult men doing sedentary or moderate work, then 54 grams per day. Adult women doing sedentary or moderate work, that is 46 grams per day. And during the pregnancy time, the increase is more, that is 74 grams per day, and lactating women should take 68 grams per day. And finally, let's sum up all these points. So proteins are nitrogen containing macromolecules built from 20 amino acids, out of 9 are essential amino acids. The key functions are it supports the structure, enzymatic activity, immunity, transport, hormonal regulation, and provides energy. The best protein sources are all the animal foods and also soy, lentils, pulses, which will provide the moderate protein. And deficiency diseases which cause PEM, that is protein energy malnutrition, there are kwashiorkor and marasmus. One kwashiorkor is protein only gets deficit, whereas marasmus total calorie and protein deficit. And the ICMR recommendation, the RDA is 0.83 grams to 1 gram per kg body weight, depending upon the occupation what they are doing for the adult male or female. And this is about the proteins. Thanks for patience listening. Thank you.